Hi, this is Ritesh. Welcome to Dancing with Data. So this is our Power BI interview series with clean and easy explanation. One of the most common interview question is, what are the limitations of Power BI? Now this is a tricky question because they want to test that whether you have worked with Power BI or not. And sometimes you think that okay, you love that tool that much that the limitations are not coming to your mind. Definitely there are limitations. So next time when they ask you this question, because if you delay, they will think that you don't know much about the tool or you have not worked, and that is not the case actually, because sometimes we don't think about that. So first of all, the first limitation of Power BI, I would say custom visualization. So I would just clean custom visualization. What I mean to say is that, like with Tableau, if you start with a bar chart, you will end up with something like a lollipop chart and something like that. Right. So there is a variety over there. If I compare this with Tab, now with Power BI, it's little static, right? You can always do JavaScripting and all, but I'm not talking about that. What you can do with the core functionality of Power BI. So there are little limitations. So you cannot have innovative solution, much innovative solutions with Power BI. So I would say the custom visualization, keeping in mind the core features of Power BI. I'm not talking about the scripting part, JavaScript part, and API part. So with Tableau, you can do a lot of things, but with Power BI, there is a limitation. So this is the point number one. Now, the second one is performance issue. Large data set require more memory. So if the memory is insufficient, Power BI may struggle. Handling multi-million rows with Power BI can be complex sometimes, especially if you have multiple or say complex DEX queries, multiple visuals, so forth and so on, and complex data model. So if you have all these combination and you are working with Power BI, it can be a challenging issue for you. The next one is your favorite DEX. So when it comes to Power BI, your good friend is DEX, which is data analysis expression, which is quite similar to what you have with Tableau as Tableau calculation. Now, this will help you to write logic for the requirement that you have with respect to your client. So this is not that easy, while the basic functions are easy to use as you have with the Excel as well. But as you move on, when you try to handle more complex scenario, when you have more complex data model, it will take significant time to master DEX calculation. Along with that, you have Power language as well, or say mQuery language as well, which is more with the data transformation. This is something that you need to be aware of. Behind the scene, it is M language, and you need to have knowledge of that as well. But this will be more important for you. But as a package, if you see, you need to learn more with respect to another tool like Tableau, for sure. Last but not the least, licensing. Now, to understand the licensing part of Power BI is not very straightforward. You have different levels of licensing. You have Power BI Pro, you have free as well. So let's start from free. Then you have Power BI Pro, then you have premium, then you have capacity level licensing. So it will take you some time to understand. And with Power BI Pro, if you say there is very limited amount of data set or say data model size, that is only 1 GB. So if you want to improve on that, you go to the Power BI Premium. Now again, so sometimes what happens that you start with some other licensing, and when you when you get to know that okay, this is not enough, then you have to jump over to the another one. So this licensing plan is not that very straightforward when it comes to Power BI. Now with Power BI Copilot, if you talk about that, nobody knows, right? People don't know, how to get Power, and they are not providing the free trial version for Copilot. I'm talking about the AI part. So at least with Tableau, you are getting the 15 days free trial, but for this one, you are not getting it, right? So you need to pay a lot, and that is the SKU level licensing. But then you should have at least the trial version, right? So even I'm struggling with the trial version of Power BI Copilot. I've not been able to test that properly up till now. So I think there is some complication, and the free, it's very good that they are giving Power BI free desktop version. That is very good. And they are also giving Power BI service 60 days free trial version. That is also very good. But you should also give Power BI Copilot free version, and you should reduce the level of complexity that you have with this Power BI licensing. Now, you need to be quite confident when you're answering all those questions. So I told you, I think the 4 examples where I think that Power BI needs to improve. So you need to be confident enough to answer this question, so the other person knows that you know something about Power BI. So this is Ritesh, and I hope you like this interview series, right? And I'll make more videos on that. And if you have any complex Power BI interview question that you are not able to handle, please write in the comment section.